another skincare routine for you. I'm gonna show you a nighttime skincare routine for those of you with dry skin. These are my people. I lean a little more towards normal to dry, but I would say that most of the time I treat my skin like dry skin with the products that I use. So I'm gonna show you the types of products I would use in a typical nighttime skincare routine. Before I get started, this video is sponsored by L'Oreal Paris. I'm excited to talk to you guys a little bit more later on in this video about the L'Oreal Paris Derm Intensives Hyaluronic Acid Ampules. They are ampules, and I'm really excited to talk to you about these because you guys ask about hyaluronic acid all the time. So I'm gonna share a little bit more information about these and hyaluronic acid in general. You can see I don't have a ton of makeup on. I've been out in the sun all day with my toddler running around with him and everything. I didn't really comb my hair or anything. I do have a lot of sunscreen on, and you guys always ask about sunscreen and whether you need to actually double cleanse, use an oil-based cleanser as your first cleanse when you are just wearing sunscreen, and the answer is absolutely. Sunscreen is actually hard to get off of your skin, and I think that using an oil-based cleanser is a great way to loosen it up to help get it off. Since this is a nighttime skincare routine, which is more so my type of nighttime skincare routine, I want to bring out one of my old favorites. This is the Elemis Pro-Collagen Cleansing Balm. You guys know I've been a big fan of this for a very long time. It's a little bit pricey, I admit that. One of the reasons why I like it though, for my skin specifically, for dry skin, is because it has starflower oil in this, and that oil has a fatty acid that's really great for your skin. One of the reasons why I love it for dry skin specifically is because I consider dry skin to be it's almost sensitive skin, truly. The way to think of your skin when it's dry is that you have a damaged skin barrier. It doesn't mean that you're leaning towards completely sensitive and irritated, but you're on your way. So when you have dry skin, you have to be really careful. You don't want to let it get to that point where it's dry and flaky and you have patches and you have irritation on your skin, because that's when it gets really hard to reverse and you really have to be gentle and careful with your skin. So when my skin is feeling really dry, I like to think of it as almost damaged skin, a damaged skin barrier. So everything that I use, I want it to help replenish that skin barrier. Everything that I use in my skincare routine that I tend to like will either be repairing my skin barrier, be anti-inflammatory, have antioxidants, anything that's gonna help repair my skin. So that's why I like this one for my skin. Starflower oil has fatty acids in it that help to repair and replenish your skin, and they're very anti-inflammatory, so you won't get that irritation on your skin. I feel like it's also very moisturizing, and because it's an oil, you're not stripping your skin and you're not losing more of that moisture that you need in your skin when you have dry skin. So I'm gonna start with this. I've obviously been using it. It also has a nice scent to it, I'm not gonna lie. You guys know that I don't mind my scented products. I have a few usually in my skincare routine, but especially when it's a wash-off product. This one reminds me of being at a spa. This is, you know, when I wanna feel fancy and I wanna make sure I get everything off. This is the one I go to. So, I don't have any mascara on, so I'm not gonna use too much because I don't really need to. I'm gonna get my chest because I have enough. And then I'm gonna add a little water, emulsify it, and then I'm gonna rinse it off. I always love to show this. Emulsify, it drips all over the place when I show it to you on camera, but usually my face is right over the sink when I do this. All right, I rinsed off my oil-based cleanser, and now I go in with my second cleanse, and this is where it's gonna get a little bit different. This is for people with truly dry skin. I tend to go with a gel cleanser at this point, but if you have really dry skin, you need something like this. It is by Allies of Skin. This is their molecular silk amino hydrating cleanser. And what I like about this is that it's actually very unique. I think this is just a really unique cleanser. And if you like to cleanse your face in the morning, this would be a good one for you. Even if you have oily skin, this would be a really good one. And I'll tell you why. It has different oils in it. It has amino acids in it, which are really good at replenishing and strengthening for your skin. It has hyaluronic acid in it, which is hydrating. It also has organic safflower oil, which is high in linoleic acid, which is actually good for people with clogged pores, acne, oily skin, skin. There are antioxidants in this from green and white tea. There is also lactic acid in this. It's a little bit lower in the ingredients list, so what I consider that in a cleanser to do is truly to actually hydrate your skin. Yes, it'll help brighten your skin a little bit more, but it's not truly going to be a strong exfoliator in a cleanser like this. It's truly just going to help hydrate your skin, because a lot of the time AHAs hydrate your skin, especially lactic acid specifically. So for people with dry skin, lactic acid is a great AHA to look into. It also has a vitamin C derivative to help brighten your skin, but truly what I like about this is the texture of it, all those different ingredients that it has in it, and it also has a pH of 5.2 to 5.5. So when you have dry skin especially, because you're really on the border of having a damaged skin barrier if you don't already. So you really want to balance those pH levels in your skin. I want to show you because it's super interesting. I swear I saw somebody else using this. I think it might have been even Hiram, but look at that. It looks kind of like a gel, and you can actually apply it to dry skin, which I'm going to do now. My face would actually be wet right now because I wouldn't have stopped and then start talking to you guys when my skin is dried off now. But you can actually use this as a first cleanse if you are only using sunscreen, but I like to use it as my second cleanse, and it feels so nice on the skin. Look at that texture of it. It's really nice. It does not feel oily though, so that's something to keep in mind. It feels more like a gel cleanser, even though it has those oils in it, because it also has that hyaluronic acid in it. But I love it. It's gentle, it's not gonna strip your skin, and it feels so nice. It's just a really interesting cleanser to me. The minute I got it, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to put this on my face. It feels so cool. All right, next up, I think everyone with dry skin needs AHAs in their life. I love to use some kind of a toner. Today, I'm gonna go in with this one by Crave Beauty. It's a Kelalujah. I can never say it right. I'm so sorry, Leah, I always butcher it. But I love this toner. It's very gentle. The reason why I like this is it has glycolic acid in it. It's a sugarcane derived glycolic acid. It also has really great ingredients in it: kale, spinach, parsley. Those are really good for antioxidants for your skin, which are really healing. It also has hyaluronic acid, vitamin B5, but mostly what I like about it for people with dry skin is that it's very gentle on your skin, even though it's really gonna help brighten your skin and help you with any dark marks that you might have, hyperpigmentation. It has an ingredient in it called allantoin, if I'm saying that right, which is really nourishing for the skin. It's really great for people that have potentially a damaged skin barrier. So again, if you have dry skin, you might be walking down that road if you don't already have a damaged skin barrier. It really helps stop irritation. So if you've ever been worried about using some kind of toner like this one is great for you to try because it's going to be gentle and it's gonna help buffer out any of that potential irritation that you might experience. So I'm gonna open that up using one of these reusable cottons. I'm trying, you guys, I'm trying to be better. So I've been using these. I put a good amount, and now I'm just gonna press this to my skin also. I never use my chemical exfoliating toners to cleanse my skin. We're not doing that. We're not cleansing our skin with these. We are just adding them to our skincare routine to help brighten our skin and to hydrate our skin to get that started. You can even take this without a cotton pad and you can just pat it into your skin because truly you're trying to get the exfoliating benefits of it. So I just pat it into my skin. It's more gentle that way. All right, so right after I use my exfoliating toner, I always like to use something like this. This is the L'Oreal Paris Revitalift Derm Intensive's Pure Hyaluronic Acid Ampules. Just so you guys know, this is what it looks like when you open it up. It has 7 different ampules in it, and I feel like ampules are actually starting to become really popular in the US. We're gonna see more and more ampules, I think. It's already a big thing in Europe. Ampules have been around forever, especially in French skincare. I just like to pop out one of these. If you're wondering why an ampule, there are other ingredients besides hyaluronic acid in these, and that is a really important note for you guys. You can buy hyaluronic acid and it's just hyaluronic acid, and that's fine. Hyaluronic acid on its own is great for dry skin. It attracts water and it can hold 1,000 times its weight in water, and it also helps to plump your skin. So once you put it on, your skin looks smoother and plumper because of the effect that it has on your skin. But for me, when I get hyaluronic acid, I always like to look for a hyaluronic acid serum that has different molecular weight hyaluronic acid in it. And so you want the lower molecular weight hyaluronic acid, you want the higher molecular weight hyaluronic acid. The combination is gonna help really penetrate different layers of your skin. This also has a lot more in it, and because it's in an ampule format, it's fresh until you actually pop it open. It has other hydrating ingredients like glycerin, which happens to be one of my favorite humectants. It has antioxidants like vitamin C to help brighten and protect your skin and strength in it. It also has rice seed extract, again, for the antioxidant benefits of it, but also because it helps to soothe your skin, which again, when you have dry skin, you especially want that soothing effect. It also has vitamins B5 and B3, which are great for your skin. So it just has a wonderful cocktail of ingredients in it, and it stays fresh until you pop it open. So you just go like that, and then I just pour it into my hand. I usually get about 2 uses from 1 ampule. It has a gel-like texture, but it's a little bit more watery, and I pat this into my skin. And I want my skin usually to be damp. Again, because I've been talking to you, my skin's not that damp, but I especially like to use it after I use a chemical exfoliant because I think that it helps to really stop any potential irritation that you would get from it. My skin looks smoother and more hydrated, it's plumper immediately, and after 7 days, your skin will actually look smoother and plumper, and in turn, your wrinkles will be a little less visible. So that's one of the reasons why I like hyaluronic acid, but these specifically are awesome because they come in ampules, so you get that high concentration of all those active ingredients, and they stay fresh every time you pop one open. You've got fresh ingredients. And actually, whenever I use some type of a hyaluronic acid serum, I like to go in with a toner that is a hydrating toner. This is by True Botanicals. This is their nutrient mist. This also has some really nice oils in it. Sorry, I had to spray right away because I'm letting it dry out, and that's the last thing I want it to do. You never want your hyaluronic acid to dry out. I go to town with my toner. This is the time in your skincare routine to put on your toner because you just want everything to be a little bit more damp. Especially because your hyaluronic acid attracts water, you want it to have that hydration to attract. Okay, it's a nighttime skincare routine, so obviously I have retinol in my routine. This is one that I'm stepping up to. It is the Obagi Clinical Retinol 0.5 Retexturizing Cream. They say it has entrapped retinol. I think that means it has encapsulated retinol, which means that it's going to release slowly over time and not be as irritating. It also has chamomile and white tea and green tea extract, so it has the antioxidants and chamomile to help really soothe your skin so it doesn't get irritated. I like this one. I only just started using it though, so I'm only going to use a little bit. I'm just going to do 1 pump into my hand. That's all you need. And I know what you guys are thinking. I use that glycolic acid toner, and I'll tell you why I have them in one routine for dry skin, because that could be a combination for a mess, right? But the reason why I have them is because dry skin gets flaky. You need to speed up skin cell turnover, and when you have dry skin, you get that flakiness, right? So you want to help turn that over. So the glycolic acid, one that I chose specifically, the one from Crave Beauty, is very gentle for your skin. So I never even feel like it's irritating my skin and causing my other actives to be too strong for my skin. If you have really sensitive skin, you can't do that. But for my skin, I totally can, and I think that people with dry skin actually need some kind of a combination like that, because retinol, which is a retinoid, what it's doing for your skin is actually speeding up that skin cell turnover, and then you need the chemical exfoliant to help whisk it away, essentially. So there's a process that's happening. If you feel like using those in the same routine is a little too much for your skin, and then I would move your AHA toner or whatever glycolic acid AHA that you're using, if it's a serum or whatever it is, I would move that to your morning skincare routine instead if you really feel like it's irritating your skin. But for my skin, it's not. And I find that this Obagi Clinical Retinol is actually really gentle too, because again, it's encapsulated or entrapped, as they say, so it releases the retinol over time. And I also really like that it has really moisturizing ingredients in it. There's shea butter in it, there are different oils in it. So together, it makes this really nice cream that feels really good on your skin. If you truly have dry skin, you don't want to just use retinol. You want to then go in with something like this. This is by Bioderma. It's their Adoderm Intensive Balm. So it's their ultra soothing balm. I know it looks like it's only for the body, but it's actually for your face and for your body. I think they have another one that's specifically for the body that has blue around the cap. This one is for face and body. And the reason why I suggest this for people with dry skin, especially if you have an actual damaged skin barrier. So if your skin starts to be cracky and red, then this is a really good moisturizer for your face and for your body. And the reason for it is because it helps to restore your lipid barrier. It also feels really nice and light on your skin, but it's a really great moisturizer. Even though it is really nice and moisturizing, it doesn't feel greasy and thick on your skin. So this is one, if you have dry skin, load up on this. It will last you forever, I promise. I also use it for my body though. So I'm just gonna give myself a pump and see, like I said, it doesn't look like a really rich cream, even though it actually is. So I put this on my skin, and P.S. if you are only just starting retinol, you could put this on first protect your skin, give it that moisture barrier that it needs, and then go in with your retinol on top of it until your skin gets used to it. It feels so good. It's one of my absolute favorite lotions. I love this stuff. And I put this all over my body. My skin feels nice and soft and moisturized and treated and not dry whatsoever. And I know I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and my skin is just gonna feel so, so good. I did want to make an honorable mention of this by Algenist. It is their Genius Sleeping Collagen. You guys, I've done a video on this. I spent 30 days using it and I love it. If you're looking for a really good moisturizing and hydrating sleeping mask, this is one that I would recommend. It lasts forever. I only use a little bit because it feels a little bit oily on your skin. Actually, I'm gonna show you. It feels a little oily on your skin. I only use about that much. And actually, I'll go ahead and put it on because it feels great. So I like to warm it up in my hands and then I press it into my skin. You don't need a lot of it. I almost always have that product as a standby when I need it, and it never fails me. And last, a little bit of lip balm. I'm almost out of this bad boy. I love Glossier's Balm.com. This is the mango one, and it's very lovely. I always go for something really occlusive for nighttime. That way I don't have to wake up with dry lips. And that was a nighttime skincare routine for dry skin. Again, thank you so much to L'Oreal Paris for sponsoring this video. If you guys have any questions about any of the products that I used, or if you wanna suggest any skincare routines that you wanna see next, tell me in the comments. Find me on Instagram, I'm at Susan Yara, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.